Isn't most of the existence dark? Yes. Light is a very small happening, a very limited happening. If light has to come, something has to burn. To have these lights going, something in this planet is burning right now. You must understand this, ecologically aware people. To have all these dots of light, something is burning somewhere. We say the bulb is burning, that is also burning, but something else is burning to keep this burning, isn't it? This is the way of the light. Whether it's the light bulb or the sun, something is burning. Whatever is burning is bound to get over someday. Yes? So that's why we say, if you're burning irresponsibly, we say, you're burning the candle from both the ends. Because we understand, if light has to come, something has to burn. So if you are burning to cause light, you better control the light and keep it at the minimum, otherwise things will burn up very soon. So light is a very limited happening. The whole cosmos is a dark art. No? So, there is a lot of dark art that one can practice, not necessarily life negative. Dark arts are not necessarily life negative. When we say occult, because you've heard of some lousy occultist who is trying to destroy somebody's lives, cause disease, cause death, because of that you think that occult is always a negative thing because socially you are exposed to only that kind of people. But occult is also of the highest order. Shiva is an occultist. Every guru is an occultist, okay? Right now I initiate you to Shambhavi, it's an occult. Otherwise, how would it work? Occult means a certain capability. It's a certain technology. Right now I can pull out my cell phone and speak to somebody in another part of the world. This is a technology. Suppose without the cell phone, right now if I speak to somebody in United States just like this is occult. So technology is not very different from occult. You're using different kinds of material, but it's actually the same thing. When modern technology was not there, occult was extremely relevant. But today, occult's relevance is receding as modern technology progresses. See, now you came from Mumbai, Bombay, Mumbai. I'm getting it right in your head so that you don't get into trouble. Suppose 1,000 years ago, you heard of Sadhguru in Coimbatore, but your heart is longing, you want to go. But Mumbai to Coimbatore walking and coming, not a simple journey. If you venture, you don't know whether you'll again go back to Mumbai or not. You don't know what to expect on the way, you may never make it. So, you sit in Mumbai and, "Oh Sadhguru, please, reach out to me, I cannot come, please." Now if I felt like doing something to Atul, who's in Mumbai and incapable of coming to Coimbatore, then maybe I want to initiate him into Shambhavi in Mumbai. But Atul's mind runs all over the place. He sits down and he feels something, then he thinks, "Oh, maybe I'm just imagining nonsense." His wife tells him, "You going crazy, man? Somebody that you've not seen is doing something to you, shut up and go back to work." He's beginning to feel something, but his logic, his reason, the family tells him, "Don't be stupid." And then what Sadhguru will do is pick up a South Indian jasmine flower which cannot grow in Mumbai, and Atul is sitting like this, it fell into his hand. Now now he will sit ready for Shambhavi, to be initiated, because one jasmine flower was delivered. But today, I would rather call you and say, "Come, or send somebody with a brochure and say, come and get it here. Or if I want to send you a jasmine flower, I'll use DHL. So modern technology is making occult obsolete. But I want you to look back 1,000 years ago, just see the immense value of occult. Yes? 1,000 years ago, just imagine you were in Mumbai and I'm still in Coimbatore, you wanted something from me. Imagine the value of occult, isn't it? So, today the value has receded, so all kinds of charlatans are doing all kinds of nonsense. Occult need not necessarily mean negative.
My non-Bengali friends believe black magic has come into existence from West Bengal. How much truth is there in this?
It's a very Bengali question. The truth they're not asking how much truth in the black magic, they're asking whether it came from West Bengal or not. Well, Kerala people believe it came from Kerala. It's little fishy, both the populations. Lot of fish in them, you know. So, at one time in this country, as you have a family doctor, they used to have a witch doctor. Almost every family had somebody to consult on these kind of aspects, because these arts were so widespread. Did it originate in Bengal? Did it originate in Kerala? No, I think it survived more in Kerala and Bengal today. In other places, it's gotten a little wiped out. Essentially, what you're talking about is occult. Occult is a certain technology that you can use your energies to create certain impact. But unfortunately, it's gotten very negative press because market was for the negative, so people used it more negatively than positively. It could also be used positively. It's like any other technology, you can either use it positively or negatively. Unfortunately, the negative usage became overwhelmingly larger than the positive usage, so people think occult means it's negative. No, the usage has become unfortunately negative. It could also be used in a positive manner. When I say it could also be used in a positive manner, you can transform life with it. You could help people out of their health situations, out of their psychological situations, various things could be done. Instead of that, because the market is mainly for the negative, because of that it's gotten a negative image. Occult is like this. See, right now, all of you have a phone. Suppose you had a phone 100 years ago, cell phone 100 years ago, you could claim you have occult powers, because you could just take this and speak to somebody in America, everybody woo, they will shiver, okay? Yes or no? So, occult is just technology. You could communicate, you could use your energies to communicate with somebody. But as modern technology becomes more and more subtle, the need for occult is receding quite a bit, because so many things that we used to do in occult today can be delivered. You can send a WhatsApp message, you don't have to sit there focusing to send a message to somebody anymore. It took a lot more energy and time to do that. Now, message goes. So, messaging business has completely fallen out of occult. Otherwise, occult was mainly used to deliver messages to people in a different way. You have heard of telepathy and not telecommunication, telekinetics and various other things where things were done from a distance. But today all those things are being done by regular technology, so occult or the requirement for occult is withdrawing. The need is just going away and probably most of it will go away. There are a few things that one could do, but above all, if we created a society that whatever is given to you, you will use it in a positive way, occult can be a tremendous possibility, as technology can be tremendous possibility. As I mentioned earlier, Most of the technology is used for developing arms and armaments and bombs and nuclear bombs and more destructive things. The same thing could have been used for something else. Absolutely, positive things could have been done, but that's not been done because the market is for the negative. Similarly, the same things have happened to occult. Your Mukherjee friend, uh, well, I think from what I hear, I think Kerala tops in the occult practices even today. Next comes West Bengal. Next, probably some northeastern states have this, but they're very rudimentary occult. Kerala occult is quite sophisticated. You will see a lot of occult in North America, in the North American tribes, but very basic, mainly messaging occult. But now they all have smartphones, so it's all going out. I think Kashmir at one time had a lot of occult. Bengal, Kerala, Northeast, well, some parts of Andhra Pradesh and Orissa, but now…
In India, there are people who practice their occult art on trees. You heard of this? They'll practice their occult art. They need some subject to practice on. They'll make the trees actually bleed, red blood coming out. I've seen this with my own eyes. They'll do all kinds of things to the trees. So suppose you happen to take such a tree and cut it, it would be a very tortured tree.
If this went into somebody's house, some innocent family not knowing one thing from the other, they could really cause harm to themselves.
Usually, in India, carpentry is traditionally taught. Now, of course, they're being taught in schools and things. This particular community, which is generally in South India called acharis, they're taught how to feel the wood. How to use the wood. They'll simply reject wood sometimes. They won't take it. Now it's all gone because of commercial reasons. Every piece of wood is used and put into everything, okay? And now it's all plywood. You don't know what the hell has gone into it, okay? Otherwise, if you went to a traditional achari, if you say, I'm using this for my… let's say for my puja room or my worship room, he'll say, no, this wood I can't do, you get me another wood. If he says, this is for my… I'm making a cradle for my child, he say, no, this wood, I won't make it for the child. Like this they'll choose, they'll become experts in, feeling the wood like that. But all that is almost, I would say, more than 90% gone, unfortunately. 20–30 years ago, about 30 years ago, when I was in construction, these things were still on. Now it's like, everything is sliced and packed and put, nobody cares what. It's a very subtle force, only sometimes it's very strong. Otherwise, generally, it's a subtle force. Actually, in many homes, probably women, if the women are not… I'm not saying this with any negative thing, if they're not pumped up, career-oriented, but they're a little more gentle, they feel the home around. If that kind of women are there, probably they would know where to put what, without actually thinking about it, without, exactly logically deciphering, but they may arrange it in such a way that it is not… it feels good, that it doesn't become a negative force in the house. I'm sure a lot of women are sensitive to those things. They may not be conscious about it. Because I've particularly seen an aunt of mine would spend hours changing positions, little bit like this, little bit like that, little bit like this, till she feels I'm like that too. I have to move things all around. It has to be like that, because if you're sensitive, all these things are real for you. So, life is many dimensions. How much are you willing to explore? That rich your life is. Whether you cook or you do carpentry or you sweep the floor, there are a million ways to do the same thing. Yes? There are a million different ways to do the same thing. It's not the same thing in everybody's hands, isn't it? It is not the same thing. So, if we do not pay attention, nothing is there. Everything is stone and mud only. If you pay attention, everything becomes something else. How much attention? How keen is your attention? How much attention do you think life deserves? That's a big question. How much attention do you think life deserves? How much? Everything that you have, isn't it? If you pay attention, everything is exotic, everything is fabulous, everything is magnificent. Everything is a doorway to the divine. If you don't pay attention, everything is just stone and mud.
This is not a spiritually significant place, but it's of occult significance that may not be very attractive or palatable.
And with their own bare teeth, they lock into the neck of the animal and just drink the blood.
People can cause immense damage to themselves by taking something like this into their house.
There is a whole cult like this in India. The snake pit can be programmed to go and bite that person